UFC 315 takes place this weekend, and in what was originally an acceptable UFC card has now been reduced to one that is very, very lackluster with the removal of BSD versus Joel Alvarez, because I believe Joel Alvarez has pulled out of that fight, as well as uh, Gilbert Burns versus Michael Morales, which has now been shifted into a headliner of a fight night. That's what it feels like to be a UFC fan in the year 2025 when we have promoters like Dana White running off to boxing and not taking care of their home base. They need to let that guy go and replace him with someone who's actually passionate about the sport. But I doubt that'll happen anytime soon. But with that being said, because that's a topic for another day, let's get started with my prediction on this fight. Now, I tried to record this a couple of times and it wasn't picking up my mic at all. I I did a whole run and my mic wasn't picked up at all. I was speaking into nothing. So let's try and do this properly this time. Starting off with BSD versus Kyle Propolik. I'm gonna try and go through these quickly. BSD is a big favorite and for good reason. Kyle Propolik is coming on short notice. So even if you think he's a capable fighter, he just doesn't have the preparation time needed to take on someone like BSD. Not to mention, Kyle has not fought the level of opponent that BSD has. I'm picking BSD to win this one. I reckon he'll do it even by finish. Moving on up, Alexa Grasso versus Natalia Silva. I'm picking Natalia Silva. No brainer. She's on a streak. Her confidence is at an all-time high. I think that will carry her through. I think that'll carry her through in this fight and give her the victory. Alexa Grasso, kind of, that's in women's MMA. The primes don't usually last as long. Once they hit their peak and they lose, they rarely ever go back. I don't think Alexa Grasso is the type to, be on this resurgence. I'm picking Natalia Silva to win by. I think she'll win by decision. I reckon. Alexa Grasso, not very good takedown defense. I think Natalia can exploit that. Moving on up, Jose Aldo versus Ayman Zahabi. When I was first looking at this fight, I thought Jose Aldo was too old to win, but then I double checked the age of Ayman Zahabi. He's 37 years old as well. And he's lost to absolute bums in the UFC, I believe. I'm picking Jose Aldo. I think he's still fast for his age, and I think that will carry him to a victory. The question is, will Ayman Zahabi employ the game plan of someone like Marab and hold Jose up against the cage and kind of cruise to a boring decision? I don't know if Ayman is the type to do that. I'm not trusting in him to do that. I think Jose Aldo will get it done. Moving on up, Manon Fior versus Valentina Shevchenko. I'm picking Manon Fior. I was really impressed by her win against Erin Blanchfield and her ability to keep things standing. I don't think Valentina can take her to the ground if Erin Blanchfield couldn't. And I think Manon is a much better striker than Valentina is. Not to mention she's got a much younger career as an MMA fighter. There's less mileage on the tires. I think Manon Fior can win this. Probably win by. I don't think she'll finish Valentina. I think she'll win by a decision. Moving on up, Belal Muhammad JDM. I am blasting through these. I was giving a whole deep breakdown in my previous uh, attempt at recording this, but there was no mic input in that. The mic wasn't being picked up, unfortunately. But the headliner, Belal Muhammad versus JDM. I'm picking Belal. Remember the name Muhammad. I think I'll get this done. But I think this is going to be a very, very close and hard fight. There's some people picking Belal by finish. They think he's gonna do what he did to Sean Brady. I don't know if you can do that to someone like Jack Della Maddalena. I think Sean Brady was a unique case because Sean Brady had not lost before. But Jack has lost before in his career. I think he knows how to kind of weather, those kind of losing situations now better than someone like Sean Brady would have when he was on the back foot. I think Jack Della Maddalena, I think he's not as much of a coward, to put it in those terms, as Leon Edwards is. I think he's more capable on the ground than Leon Edwards is. The question is, can Belal use his pressure? That's what it's about. It's not even about the grappling skill. It's not about the striking skill. because I actually think on each of those, I think Jack is probably a better striker, but I think in terms of grappling, it's at least competitive. Actually, that's my opinion. The question is, can Bilal enforce the pressure? Can he keep Jack on the back feet? Like, can he marab Jack Della Maddalena? That's the question. And if he can, he'll win. And that's what I'm picking him to do. But I think it'll be close early on. I think we might see Jack kind of, holding his own in moments as well. But Bilal has to kind of avoid, basically getting knocked out early on and try and push Jack back over the course of the fight, over the course of 5 rounds. I'm picking Bilal to win by decision. Let me know what you all think of these picks. I'm pretty much going with all of the favorites in this fight card. I did absolutely terrible when I tried to pick a couple of underdogs in, what was it, UFC. I can't remember what it was. The fight night where Paddy fought. I think I tried to pick Bryce Mitchell and I completely got exposed for that pick. This one I'm going with all underdogs. Let's see if not underdogs, favorites. Let's see if I get more correct this time around. Let me know what you guys think of my picks, and I'll speak to you next time.